Sitting next to her is not spending time with her. You were 3 feet away for 3 hours and called it a shared night. She said she feels distant, and you pointed at the clock like that proves anything. Look at the proof you're using. You were on the couch with her, TV on, nobody yelling. She didn't bring up anything heavy. The night just moved along. You went to bed without a fight, and in your head, you filed that away as a good night. But look at what you actually counted. You counted time in the same room. You counted that your phone was in your hand, her show was on, and neither of you said much. You counted the quiet. You didn't count whether she actually felt you there, whether anything real got said, or what she stopped trying to bring up months ago because she already knows where that ends. That short answer she gave you at dinner, you took it as fine. It wasn't fine. It was shorter. That's different. A wife can be quiet because she has nothing to say, or she can be quiet because she learned it costs more to say it than to hold it in. She's not asking less because things got better. She's asking less because asking stopped working. So when you sat next to her and felt calm, ask yourself what that calm really was. Were you close to her, or were you just comfortable next to someone who stopped trying to reach you? You've seen the other version of this. One talk starts small on a Friday night, then somehow eats the whole weekend. By Sunday, nobody's really talking, the plans are dead, and now it follows you into Monday morning. You remember how long it took for the house to feel normal again. So you adjusted. You stopped taking the bait. You let the small stuff go. You picked your battles down to almost none. When something bothered you, you sat on it instead of going at it. From where you sit, that's not avoidance. That's a grown man trying not to burn his own house down over something that probably won't matter in a week. And honestly, it works, at least on the surface. The fights happen less. The nights are quieter. She's not crying. You're not pacing the kitchen at midnight trying to take back what you said. You didn't blow up. You didn't make it worse. By the standards a lot of men were taught to use, you look like the husband who finally grew up. Wednesday night, the kids are down. You're on the couch, the show on low in the background, and she sits at the other end and says, "Can I talk to you about something?" You feel it before she even gets the next sentence out, the shape of it, the weight in her voice. You know where this is going. She says she feels like she's doing too much of this by herself, that she doesn't feel like you're really with her lately. You don't argue. You don't get defensive. You turn toward her and say, "You're right. I'm sorry. I've been off. I'll do better." And the room loosens. You can feel it. Her shoulders drop a little. The edge goes out of her voice. She says, "Okay, thank you for hearing me." Then, she doesn't say the next thing. She had more. You could tell she had more. But now the tension is gone, and she lets the rest go too. She picks up her phone, asks if you remember to text your mom back. The night keeps moving. You didn't yell. You didn't shut down. You apologized fast and clean, the way a grown man is supposed to. But the apology calmed the room down before she finished what she came to say. Look at what actually happened. You got the tension down. She stopped talking. You handled the moment. You didn't actually hear her. So ask yourself straight. The room got easier. Did her life get easier? Now run that forward 6 months. The next time something is weighing on her, she doesn't lead with it. She waits. She checks the air in the room. She gives you the short version and watches what you do with that. You ask how the appointment went. She gives you the follow-up time and the name of the medication. The part where she sat in the parking lot afterward, scared, that never gets said. Something hard happens at work. You get the headline while you're getting ready for bed. Her sister gets the 40-minute call from the car. She used to start with, "I've been thinking." Then that starts disappearing. Now it's questions about the weekend, reminders about the school thing. Don't forget you said you'd call them back. You ask what's wrong. She says, "I'm just tired. It's nothing." And this time, she doesn't stop and wait to see if you ask again. From where you sit, things look better. Fewer hard conversations, fewer long nights. She seems steadier. So you start telling yourself the rough stretch passed, and she finally let some of it go. She didn't let it go. She stopped bringing it to you. Here's the thing. She stopped asking things from you, and the house got easier. That's the part men miss. You feel calm, and you read that calm as closeness. Months of short answers. Months of the longer version going somewhere else. By the time you notice the distance, she's been living that way for a long time. So the question gets simpler. The apology may have been real. She may have believed you when you said it. The room got calm. The night ended without anyone slamming a door. That all matters. It just doesn't answer the whole thing. What matters is what the next week looked like. The thing she brought up that night, the thing that was really weighing on her, either got smaller in your week or it kept sitting in hers. The short answers either started getting longer or they stayed exactly where they'd been for months. You can mean every word on Tuesday and still leave her carrying the same thing on Thursday that she walked in with. That's the part the calm hides. The house got quieter because she said less, not because anything got easier for her. So the apology is not the test. What happened after it is. The apology was Tuesday. She either brought you more of it on Wednesday, or she learned to bring you less. Pause equals 2.5 seconds.
Subscribe. Not because it felt good, because it made you uncomfortable, and you didn't close it anyway. You haven't sat inside discomfort in a long time.